Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maor and I am a Breatharian Level 3 guide. In this video, I'm going to shortly discuss what happens in your brain when you learn to shut up and listen. Again, it's about shutting up and listen. We're going to talk about the biology, we're going to talk about the chemistry, we're going to talk about the science, we're going to give you examples of why people, when they shut up, listen, they become more aware, they become more spiritual. Everything that has to do with speaking. Let's begin with this. You've probably heard that there's different frequencies that the brain emits through the cycle of the day. In other words, when you are tired, when you go to sleep, when you're meditating, there's alpha brainwaves, beta brainwaves, theta brainwaves, and delta brainwaves. Now, when you are completely active, talking, watching, communicating, teaching, learning, verbally expressing yourself, you are in beta waves. Beta waves, it means that you're alive, everything is okay. But people who are higher, have a higher vibration, are more spiritual, are happier in their life, they spend much more time in the alpha state. Now, and this is where the magic happens, you cannot speak without being in beta. This is why there's monks and there's priests that devote their life to silence. This is why when you are speaking and communicating and talking non-stop or conversing or on the internet or on social media, you are always in beta. When you are in beta, you are judging reality. You're completely active, but when you're in the alpha state, or in the theta, which is beginning of a deep meditation, then you become more self-aware. And this is the reason that they have these Vipassana retreats. Because when you are in silence, a lot of stuff begins to come up to be recognized and you become more self-aware. What does this awareness even mean? What is this spiritual concept of awareness? It's very simple. Self-awareness means I'm aware of the person I am, of the thoughts that I have, why those thoughts come, when I'm being negative, what makes me happy, what doesn't make me happy, how I'm emotionally feeling all the time, why do I get insulted if I get insulted, and all these type of things. It means that slowly I'm becoming more of my true self, because the more I become aware, the more I recognize these patterns. Half of the solution is to recognize the issue. Why does this trigger me? Why does when mom or dad call me, it triggers me? Why does my ex trigger me? Oh, she broke my heart. But what did it reside on? What was the origin of the problem? Self-worth maybe? Or maybe I didn't feel like I'm good enough for her? Or maybe she betrayed me? There's so many different things that come up to be healed and recognized when we are in silence. Now, there's a saying that God made us with 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen more than we talk. And there's another saying that says that when you're talking, you're already repeating things that you know about yourself and about life. But when you're listening, you might pick up something new. So when people talk, and this is something that I notice quite a lot, when people talk, usually they want to be heard and they want other people to appreciate their point of view, and they want to belong because of that. So another way of looking at it is that our ego is speaking in order to preserve our character. And when our ego is speaking in order to preserve our character, it doesn't really want to listen and hear something that is not in our character, not in our belief system. So our ego is willing to fight in order to maintain itself. It has to justify its existence because its sole existence is to protect the character in the illusion of this detachment where we think that we're not one. Okay, the illusion is that we're not one, but we're actually one. Why do you think that a meditation is with our eyes closed and with our mouth shut? There's no meditation while talking. Why? Again, because you want to get into that alpha wave state. You want to be one of these people that knows how to get into alpha even when they're just looking around them. You want to be that type of tranquil. Now, when we speak, we have to speak. It's not like when we're channeling, you know? When we go up on stage, people like me, then we don't have many thoughts. So again, when we talk, we force our brain into beta wave state. The more we talk, the further we are from alpha. So when we talk, we want to be heard. We're thinking, and our mind cannot think in alpha. Only a very quiet mind can reach alpha while conversing. Look at Edgar Tolle, for example. When he speaks, you can see he's in alpha. He's very calm, very centered, very in the moment. He speaks like a sloth, very, very slowly. It's even hard to keep track of him, right? Because we're in beta. We're waiting to hear information, but he's talking alpha information. Slowly, calmly, and because he exercised this for so long, then this is his true natural state now. And you have to cultivate this. It's something that you have to practice until you reach this type of perfection. And it takes some time. And if we're putting speaking aside, like I said, the name of this video is Shut the Hell Up and See What Happens. There's also listening. We cannot listen to someone if we're only waiting to be heard. Or we're only waiting to say our side. And we're counting the seconds until they stop talking so we can talk, so we can express who we are. This actually happens because we feel like we need to conform. Even though we don't consider ourselves as people that need to conform, but yet we want to belong in society. And that's why sometimes we just want to be heard. And it's okay to want to be heard. It's really okay. It's something that we all want. We want to be loved and appreciated. That's great. But try to see if we give the same type and level of love like we want to receive. Or are we energy consumers? Sometimes people who only talk, they consume all the energy of the room. Now put aside introverts and extroverts and all these new age definitions that we gave to feel more comfortable with the person that we are and stuff like that. The more I am in silence and in harmony, the closer I am to nature. The more I am in service, the less I need to talk. The more I am in action, the less I need to be in words. Notice the people that are around you and choose them specifically. There are those who speak, and then there's those who act. You want to be one of those people who act more than they speak. Speaking is not going to get you anywhere unless you're a politician, which I believe the people that are watching my YouTube channel are probably not, and are probably disencouraged from being politicians anyway. Namaste, my friends. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to join one of my life-changing workshops around the world, check out my schedule at raymaor.com.